Cross to the site. Dennis behind the smoke. The second one hasn't fully plumed just yet, so we can see multiple players pushing his position. Still doing damage. And now, things slowing down somewhat. They pick up pace. Snatchy, the second of the Polish players, does come in to get a kill before DreamHack dropping the bomb down, dropping two players alongside it, leaving Cajun in a 1-on-3. 68 HP to his name. Oh, it's labored. As soon as he missed those first couple. Nice shot. 23 HP in damage, at least. Good shot with the scout from Spitty. And remember, this is a bonus round. They didn't fully invest behind this. They had an AWP, but that was dismantled. Only MSL remains. One of the two players that's picked up a frag would need to go out aggressively with his deagle alongside the rest of his teammates. They just want to try and scramble onto the bomb so they can get a plant. There's not too much else that they'll be expecting from this. Flash up and over, forcing the T's to turn, but Lecro putting that deagle to use to the head of Dennis. Bomb plant forthcoming, but this is where you expect the CTs to clean up. Cajun, good dig, keeping the dream alive, tries to go back in again and on the short side. And Sprout now with a two-man setup, watching through Catwalk. Snatchy, the first, and this double man setup has really worked out beautifully. Dennis with the spray, and again, online error seems to have really suited these guys. The flashbang is good. Did hit both players, but Cajun comes out ahead before that deagle that was picked up from AZ is now used against the T's. Cajun's head caved in, leaving Gades. If we're being honest, Flom could actually achieve a lot. I think he just prefers to stream, which is completely fair. I can't fault that at all. But he'll have some analysis and some breakdowns that I simply wouldn't see. I think he definitely offers a great deal. He's also a very humble guy, so it doesn't surprise me to hear that. Jeez, North are being humbled right now. Who then went on to beat North. Oh, Mouse Sports, pardon me. For a second time this event, where there's been a lot of clutches. It's been like 2v2s, 3v3s. The rounds have come down to the wire. That has not been the case here. DreamHack with the AK. Nice shot from MSL. What they were looking for. Faven looks for information and he finds it. Gade now needs to get this kill cleanly. Does just that. The two T's have split up from one another. You can hear the bomb going down. Sees the head. Takes down Gade. Has no idea where the remaining T is. But with it being MSL with the AWP, it would stand to reason he's probably pit side in MSL. Not affected by... Faven now. AWP in hand. Single presence on B, but he will make that presence felt. With two also tossed over. Snatchy lining up a flash of his own. Secondary flash. All the grenades being exchanged, but Howell has come down as Gade tries to hold the line, but he falls to the hands of Snatchy. Spitty now goes in for another one. They will be trying to fully defuse this bomb. MSL needs to go for the peak, and he gets it. MSL 2 rounds in a row. The hero was dropped in. DreamHack. This is such an audacious play, and he will be punished. Gade takes damage, but still neutralizes the pole, who's perched up. There's another one looking to avenge his countryman. And Snatchy with two big AWP frags puts Sprout into a good position. Gade is the last man, but not for much longer. And the worst, looking for another run boost. Snatchy, flick across, no problems. I think they missed the run boost anyway. Must have kind of screwed it up. Snatchy with a second. And now DreamHack spraying in with the M4, doing quite a bit of damage. Heads taken off, bomb plants. Good deagle work from AZ. And Lecro alongside him does dish out the damage, but ultimately still waiting there. He's waiting to see if any players also come up Catwalk. So not only does he have that flank in effect whenever he chooses, but he also has the information of telling his teammates you don't have to worry about Catwalk anymore. Great round from North. I feel like they probably need a fourth round, though, for that to be the case. Foul the gun round the corner before MSL can really show his hand. Faven takes that every day. Lecro, with the tightest of angles, still puts the bullet in the head of Faven. But Dennis returns fire through middle. Spitty needed to stay alive. Needed to do more from that position. And now all the pressure's on Dennis and his org. There's one. Weakened players to come in, but it's a 2-on-2. Snatchy dismantles Gade on the approach, and now AZ in a 1-on-2. Quite literally stuck between two counter-terrorists. Wasn't sure if one of them was pushing. So it's good to see that they've been firing on all cylinders and really connecting. And speaking of which, Cajun with 2 beautiful P2000 headshots. Gade is next up to call. Good flash was tossed in, but it clears, and so do Sprout. So this is just what North were looking for. Smoking off the car. There's no great surprise to North that every single one of the T's is pushing through from the long side, and the bomb's now been dropped down additionally. Here we go. Snatchy with the entry onto the site. And Dennis takes down Lecro from behind. The last 2 CTs, though, are in position to be close enough to maybe fight for this site. Now, post plant is good. Gade is spinning across with the orb. Mind where Dennis is. This is effectively a 1v1. But out comes Favon through the smoke. He peeked it, and he's completely wrecked MSL. Straight up destroyed him. Destroying Vertigo as well. North are in real trouble here. In trouble in terms of this round, but AZ takes them a little bit closer to a potential comeback. Gade waiting. May very well get 1 kill from this position. The smoke isn't fully crossing either. It's effectively like a one-way smoke for Gade, and he's going to make the most of this. There's 2 kills. He's still alive. They don't entirely know where he is. Finally goes down. They needed a hero play, and he's given one. But now they need another. AZ's position is so good. Perched on the car, and they don't really have a lot of utility to deal with him. There is a molly left for Diha, but if he peeks, he likely will die. He throws in the pistol for a fake flash, and MSL's having none of it. He may try and save the AWP. There's only 7 seconds left, but if North have any idea where he is, now they'll find out. Okay. They'll kill him after. Spitty had the right idea and the right timing. Would be available and ripe for the taking, but in doing so, he just puts himself into the trap. And is devoured, but so will Spitty. MSL 6 map points for their adversaries, so they have to go in. They've got the money to support the retake as well, but they've lost AZ. And now Dennis, snaking his way towards middle, gets the drop onto Lecro, leaving it all on the IGL. He's already picked off clutches. He's already picked up plenty of frags in the past. That one way nearly yields the frag from Sprout. But the time itself is working against MSL now, and his Deagle aim not quite on point. Punch through that defense. Now with weapons. Much more formidable task. Snatchy with the first. All hell breaks loose on long. It will favor the T's for the time being, but now it's Quill is down and North know it. 50 seconds. Lecro making short work of Dennis, leaving it all on Favon. And Favon gets Deagle, and with that kill, it opens up business for the site. Now, North, are you really going to lose against Deagles after all the work that you've done? All the opportunities that you've made for yourself to come back into this game, and now it's post-plant, and now D has sprayed into Cajun. The heartbreak is on the table, and Diha with 3 separate weapons has put 3 players down. AZ 1v5. The chances to clutch this almost 0 with that flashbang, and Sprout get across the finish line. Their second half not quite as in